white men like Trump need to be banished.
Homies for Trump.
That way of thinking,
yeah,
it's real dangerous.
Baby.
This man literally threatened the lives of us and our families about going to vote.
Homies for Trump,
stand back and stand by.
Stand back and stand by.
Yeah.
That's right.
We're in a war. We're not taking this like it's a war. We taking this like, oh, we're in a presidential election.
Yeah.
We're in a war of love versus hate. The number one priority is to get Trump out of office. The tribe of people that have the responsibility and really should be scared to death of this man is white people.
Explain.
If this man is elected, we're not standing by no more getting killed. We're not scared of anybody standing up and standing by. We're on the verge of a race war.
Just one thing. You asked her, Trump divided people. Trump doesn't divide the people. Fake news divide people.
If
Black voter
people in America want a race war, they'll not vote. I'm an independent, first of all. When I vote, I try to do what's best for my community.
Let's be clear on that. You're not standing behind your decision to hold your vote anymore. You want people to go out there and vote.
It would be irresponsible of me to have us hold our vote hostage. But it would also be irresponsible of me to just let this moment go by. The world is watching, and not do everything I can to make sure that going forth that we're a part of the narrative, that we own our politics. And so I'm launching one of the boldest movements that I've ever launched. And it's called Our Black Party.
Okay.
It's time for us to have our own black political party, unapologetically. Because this election is an example. This is a tipping point because they haven't talked about the youth and they haven't talked about black people.
African Americans built this nation through generations of blood, sweat, and tears. And you, like all of our citizens, are entitled to a government that puts your needs, your interests, and your families first. African Americans built this nation. African Americans built this nation. African Americans built this nation. You built this nation. You know, you're just starting to get real credit for that. Okay, I don't know if you know that. You're just starting to get, you built the nation. We all built it, but you were such a massive part of it. Bigger than you were given credit for. Does that make sense? Right? But through generations of blood, sweat, and tears, and you deserve a government that defends your interests, protects your families, and cares for our own citizens first. 15-year-old Alfonso Hill, he's an Eagle Scout from Hubert, North Carolina. I'll be going to North Carolina.
I'd like to thank God, my family, and mentors for their continued support throughout my journey.
In 1955, one champion of civil rights was a student taking a train from Nashville to Houston when the conductor ordered her to leave the seat immediately because of the color of her skin, if you can believe that. Gertrude Jane Holliday Stone refused. Her belongings were stolen and she was threatened with arrest, but she just sat and she defied this horrible order and grave injustice. She did not give up her seat. She wouldn't give it up. And I just met her, by the way, and I say they had a lot of problems. They had a lot of problems. They weren't going to win that.
In 1955, I boarded the train from Tennessee to Texas for the Christmas holidays to visit my parents. The conductor got on the train and he looked at my ticket and he says, "You've got to move to the Jim Crow coach." And I looked at him and I said, "I'm not moving."
And they haven't talked about black people. I haven't even heard them talk about Latinos.
Fuimos aquí para dejarles saber que nosotros los hispanos no estamos a favor.
El evento final que es electoral. Venimos de Venezuela para venir a votar por Biden.
El socialismo es un tema que motiva a muchos votantes hispanos en el sur de la Florida. Decenas.
No me creo la mentira que están poniendo en televisión. Y aunque digan lo que digan,
even talking about us. They're in a reality fucking freak show playing a game, and people are losing their lives. And so that's why this time is so important. And this time for us to mobilize and to not be scared and to do something. Why have we never had our own black political party? Fuck that.
Nah, you're bugging, dog. There has been a black political party. You know what I'm saying? You can pause this and you can read this, guys, if you want. But Diddy, you're bugging. You're bugging. In fact, there was 5 black political parties. You understand me? Five of these things. What are you talking about? We never had this. Why are you lying to the people? You know, you got the National Democratic Party of Alabama. You know what I'm saying? They oppose all that segregation shit, the Jim Crow laws with George Wallace and all of them. You know, you got the African People's Socialist Party, the ASPC, not the ASPCA, APSP. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Come on, man. They work towards all of this stuff. African internationalism. You know what I'm saying? Dog, what are you talking about? Stop misleading the people. Stop manipulating the people. Oh, the Progressive Democratic Party was a political party in South Carolina in the 1940s. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? Stop lying. If you want to do something, do it. But don't lie. The United Citizens Party. You dig? 1969. 69 was a very good year. Maybe not. Maybe none of this shit worked. Because you see Democratic Party attached to a lot of this shit, right? You know what I'm saying? You got the Black Panther Party. You know what I'm saying? They was doing their thing. But you got to remember, they were very young. Fred Hampton was about 1920 when they assassinated him. Excuse me. The young brother was about 21. He was assassinated in 1969. He was born in 1948. These are young men. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they were on to something. But if they were older, they weren't, and if they got more woke, like people are just now getting now, you know, they wouldn't have dealt with the leftists. They were on to something. So basically, this post totally just debunks everything you said in that bullshit interview with this Charlemagne character. You know what I'm saying? Cut it out. And Latinos love Trump.
Can you point the finger? Who's the fake news?
CNN, MS, whatever. I don't even watch those programs because they're disgusting. They lie to the American people all day long from morning to